Here we have an operational taxonomic unit that displays the relationship between 8 pairs of shoes in the form of a rooted tree. So to break this down for you, a rooted tree is when you have a base. You have a root and then you have branches that connect each from that starting point, which in this case, their most common ancestor between all 8 shoes is the shoe. So then you have an inner node that connects it from this branch, leading to their most common ancestor, which is a rubber sole. The rubber sole leads straight to the flip-flop, which is going to be the out group. So taking the next inner node, you get to the foot covering, leading to this slip-on shoe. Then you have laces. From this foot covering, you have another branch that is laces. So you have a leather sneaker, which is its own branch, and you have a cloth sneaker, which is its own branch. This is an example, these two are an example of anagenesis, because even though these are 2 different shoes in this row, you have, it does not have enough differences for them to create their own species. So it is the evolutionary change in one group. But these 2 sneakers had enough differences to where they broke out into their own species, which is an example of cladogenesis. Okay, so back all the way up to now we're going to take this branch, which is the wooden sole branch. Leading off of that, you have an ankle boot. Going back to that most common ancestor, it breaks off to a zipper and a heel. So each of these boots now have a zipper and a heel. But this stops there, so it just stops at the heeled ankle boot. Take it one more step, one more branch. Then you have the most common ancestor is the tall boot, but both of these species then break off into the heeled tall boot and then the high-heeled tall boot. And as you can see, that is the relationship between each of these species. And here is the works cited. So here again.